Oh, excuse me. Okay, I got cut off in my last video when I was doing my shameless plugging. I was plugging a book called A Breeze of Whispers 1 by my friend Janice Isusi. And the only reason why I'm looking at this is she goes under different names sometimes for her books. But this is under the name Janice Isusi. I definitely recommend this book. This is a book of poetry and lyrics. Very, very good book. Again, A Breeze of Whispers 1. And Janice has other books that you can check out. And once again, I definitely recommend anything by Janice, because Janice is really awesome. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah, I definitely recommend that, and of course my 2 books. I was also talking about Agatha Christie. Like I said, anything by Agatha Christie, and Then There Were None is the perfect book. And I want to tell you why, since I have the chance here. Agatha Christie's book takes these people that I've never met before and takes them and puts them on this island together. And it's like, okay, I want to spin this to the person watching this. Imagine you get a letter from somebody that you've never even met before and everything, and they claim that they know you and all this and that, and you get an invitation to come out to this gathering, alright? And it's all taken care of, and all you have to do is just go. So you say, alright, let's go, alright? You're there, you go. You don't know any of these people, and nobody knows where the host and hostess are at. Well, you're all around each other, and then you find out eventually that you've all committed some crime or sort and everything, and slowly people start dying off one by one. And I'm telling you, this book, I mean, it just has you the whole way through the book. You're guessing, trying to figure out who it is. And for anybody that's fans of the Pretty Little Liars, I love the TV show Pretty Little Liars. I can't wait for it to come back on in January. The Halloween episode was really good. It's just really awesome. It's something like that. It's like, okay, who's A? Because you know that of all the people in the room, one of you is the killer, okay? And that's where the twist is at. It's like, who is the killer? And as it goes down one by one, it gets a little bit harder to figure out. And it's like, imagine that you were in a room with I'm trying to remember how many there were. I think there were 10 of them. It's been a while since I've read it. I need to read it again. But imagine being in there with all these people, and let's say you and one other person are the last 2 people left on this island. Wouldn't you be petrified? I mean, all the other people were dead, so they think you're the killer, you think they're the killer, and I mean, it's just, it's amazing. And I've heard that there are movies out, and I would love to see them. The only problem I hear is that people have turned them into love stories. I will not watch the movie if it's a love story, because that is not what this is. This is definitely not a love story. And there shouldn't be any kind of romance in this book. And because to me that just takes the focus off of what you're really focusing on. But I would watch it even if it's in black and white. That doesn't bother me any. I just really would love to see this in a movie. And I wish that there were a way that I could turn it into a movie. I think that would be great and everything, to be able to be the person to cast, the people that would be involved with this and to pick the killer. I just think that would be awesome. Or even like wait up till the last minute to reveal who the killer is and just randomly pick somebody. It would make it a lot more fun to keep people guessing, even to keep the actors guessing. I really do. I enjoy more murder mysteries. I enjoy whodunits. They're so cool. And like I said, just definitely anything by Agatha Christie, of the ABC Murders, anything, just anything and everything that you can get your hands on. Definitely good. I think that's about all. I mean, like I said, there's an awful lot of books that I like, and I would like to do, since I did the one here on books, I would like to do one on music and then on movies. I'm putting movies last because I never really was a big movie fanatic until here a few years ago. So it's like, I think we're gonna I'll put the movies off the last one, but I'll eventually come up with one for music. But I wanted to do a part 2 here just so I could get the plug-in for Janice. And definitely look Janice up. Her last name is spelled S-O-U-C-I-E. And if you can't find anything by Janice Susi, look for Janice Monroe as well, because that's her maiden name. And I'm definitely plugging Janice because Janice is just so good. She's such a good talent. She's so, her writings are just so good, and I think that, you know, I mean, she actually went to school, you know, for the writing and whatnot and everything, so she's more educated about it than I am, and she helped me out an awful lot with Sarah's journey. She helped me out. Karen Demianovic helped me out. That's a friend of my mom's. Erin was my mom's reading teacher in school. Rose Rose Schott helped me out. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right, Rose. And Rose was my 8th grade English teacher. Rose is just extraordinary. She's so brilliant, and how she does everything and keeps everything straight is beyond me. But I really, I thank everybody again for the help on Sarah's journey, because it's definitely dear to my heart. And I shouldn't do this, because really this is, well, actually I'm not going to. I'll do a thing later on my birthday and everything, and what I got and whatnot, and go into some of that stuff, because I don't want to take away from the books and everything. So, but I just, like I said, I really wanted to plug Janice and my books, and give out thank yous and whatnot. And oh, another book that I missed was Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. I don't have Green Eggs and Ham. The book's actually my sister's, but I do have a big collection of Dr. Seuss books that started when I was a little kid and everything, and my mom and my grandparents collected for me and everything, and I love them. Dr. Seuss is like so cool, and I really credit these books to why I do a lot of the writing that I do and everything, because my mom, when I was little, used to read these books to me before I'd fall asleep at night. And I mean, it was a big deal, you know. It's like I didn't want to sleep, you know, unless the books were read to me. It's very, very important to read to your children, and Dr. Seuss is, I mean, it's great. And there's nothing wrong with kids' books. I mean, I know a lot of adults are like, oh, I don't want to read a children's book, but I'm telling you, I mean, it's fun, and it's light, and it gives you a laugh, and it makes you stop and think and everything, and it's just one of those things that you can read and not have to, I mean, like, you might think here and there, but it's not like something where you're focusing and you gotta really keep up with this and that and characters and such. It's just something that it takes you to a different place, and I think that that's a lot of fun. And I've actually had Green Eggs and Ham, and they're really, really good. I would recommend anybody to try them and everything. Very, very good. And I'm trying to think. There's a book called The Missing Piece, which is really good too, but right now I can't remember the author's name, and it's funny because I just looked at a book in Walmart the other day by this author and everything. I don't know if it was a newer book or not, but I don't have that book up. Well, actually, I think I might have that out in my one of my totes with my books in it and everything. But the Missing Piece, it's definitely a book to look up. The My Side of the Mountain, once again, I'm not very good at rattling off authors' names. My grandmother has it down at her house. My Side of the Mountain is amazing. I always wanted to live in a tree. When I was reading that, it's just a fantasy in your mind kind of thing where you could actually picture that. And I thought with a lot of the stuff that was going on at home and school and everything, I wish I could have just took off into the woods. And even today, I think it would be nice, to take off into the woods, carve a hole in a tree, and live in it. You get to live around nature and the beauty of nature and whatnot. And when I like to write, it would be just perfect. And so that's definitely My Side of the Mountain. And then there's a book called The Other Side of the Mountain, I think is what it's called, and I've never read it. Another one is Where the Red Fern Grows is really good. Of course, the original movies is really good in that. Shiloh's really good, of course, and the movies with that's really good because I own all those. I don't know, I mean, there's so many good books out there, and there's something for everybody depending on what you like to read. And I highly, highly recommend a lot of these books, and definitely look into anything that you can find. Because it's like, when in doubt, if anything would happen and we would lose technology, I think that it's nice that if you do like to read and everything, it's something nice to fall back on. It gives you something rather than just working and coming home and doing stuff and all this and that and everything. And it kind of takes you away, and it gives you a chance to go into somebody else's world, and that's really what the whole point to reading is. And to me, that's the whole point of being an author, is trying to take somebody away for a while from their own problems, or maybe even help them out with their problems by showing how things could be. And I think that it's a lot of fun, and it's definitely something that I recommend. But I'm going to close this, And like I said, I'll get back to you guys here later on some other stuff. But God bless. I love you guys and take care.